Welcome to the AggroCast, the official podcast at AggroGamer.com. This is episode 53, and I'm your host, Michael Camacho. And with me, as always, are Ben Wynn and Brian Bentley.
Wow. That was fantastic.
Yes, I know.
What's going on?
Not much. Busy. Seems like everything's nonstop.
Oh,
But
I bet.
that's what happens when you work 15 days straight and you have another 9 to go? I think, yeah. I'm running out of gas.
Are you?
Oh, I can tell because I'm going to bed earlier every night. It's like, oh god, I gotta get up again. Let me go to sleep now.
That sucks.
Yeah. I did actually, get hooked on a new Korean drama.
Oh god, yeah, I know you have been.
It's called Seeking Love, and it features Eugene Kim who used to be a member of one of the biggest girl groups in Korean history, SES.
Yeah, how was that anyways?
It's actually a good drama. It's pretty funny. Basically, she's supposed to be coming back to Korea to try to convince her family to marry her boyfriend in Australia, or actually he's from America, but she's trying to convince him, but she's going back to fulfill a last wish of being in an arranged marriage with some other guy. They absolutely hate each other. And that's where most of the comedy comes in, because now where I'm at in the show, even though it's 6 episodes in, you start seeing where they do kind of care for each other.
I see. Okay.
So, but they're still not admitting it, so I look forward to it. The episodes are really only coming on weekends, but I've got my DVR set.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, so far really good. I'm enjoying it. So, look forward to see where that goes. Other than that, I've been doing too much.
Work.
Yeah, working my ass off, trying to get some game time in. I did go have some pho on last Friday.
You didn't have to run that time?
When I got home. Like, we were sitting there eating, and I had already finished. I'm like, I can just feel it. I'm like, oh. I'm like, so we're still talking, and my friend Will's like, so, we should play some Left 4 Dead, because I said I got it on Steam when it was like $7. And he's like, we should really play that. I was like, yeah, maybe we should go home right now and play that. I was like, I don't think I want to make it much longer. So.
Where did you go to?
Where?
Yeah, which one?
It's this place called On Loy right here in Columbia. Like,
okay.
less than 5 minutes from my place. So, it was me, Will, and Mike, so we had a good time.
Wait, did I meet Mike?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Hey,
You haven't met Mike.
Hey, tell Will I said what's up next time you see him.
Oh, don't worry, I will. So, I'm trying to think. Other than that, we had our Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 game night. That was fun.
Yeah, unfortunately I had to leave early because something came up like last minute. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm trying to play a game here and I had to leave.
Yeah, the knife fight was cool. I had a couple friends from high school, that I've known since high school. From high school sounds weird. They joined us and they loved the knife fight. They had never played anything like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they found that to be a blast.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I eventually came in third. I was in second and I dropped down to like 6th or 7th and I had to come back. But.
So what kind of, did we get? Like, people really come out, or?
I think we got up to like 12?
Yeah.
Out of 18. Not bad.
It's a good showing.
Yeah, we had 15 signed up, and with my 2 friends, technically that's 17 and only 12 showed. Kind of sucks that the other 5 didn't, but whatever.
Yeah, things happen, man.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
So, how you been, Brian?
Man, busy at work, man. It's kind of crazy. I mean, you know what that's like, but
Yeah.
Like all last week, it was just like I'd be at work like between 8 and 8:30, and I'd be home by like 7:30.
Wow.
And by that point, you're just like, I don't really care that much about playing games and getting stuff done. So,
Yeah.
but it turned out it ended up well. I got pulled onto a project that I told my boss that he would end up doing it just because the people who were on it previously are stupid. And he's like, no, that'll never happen. Don't worry. Sure enough, yesterday got told, yeah, I'm on the project now. Like, all right. So anyway.
Wow, that's messed up.
Yeah. No, it's really messed up. And
do you even like this job considering you keep getting fucked over?
Honestly, it does have its moments. I mean, it has some really great moments where I'm able to like do some pretty impressive things and work some miracles, which is kind of cool. But yeah, there are some days where, yeah. Anyway. But other than that, it's been pretty good. I've been working on, anything else I'll talk about during the game, but we did narrow our list of reception halls down to 3. Trying to make a decision now as to far as, eating food and trying out different things because, I don't want to go to a place and have crappy food. Actually they told us they don't do that. We're like, we're going to sign a contract to give you about $10,000. We better know how the food tastes.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, we don't do that. Oh, well, okay, well, then now you're off the list.
What'd they say to that?
They don't care. Well, they don't care because, they're a big place and they're like, our reputation should speak for itself.
Yeah, but still though, like you want to know how the food is like before you sign up.
Exactly. And the other thing is we're not from here, so it's not like we've been to all these weddings around here that, they're like, oh, you've been to weddings. No, we haven't, so we have no idea what we're getting into. So, but we have a nice place that contacted us and said, sure, so we're going on Friday, so I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
But other than that, everything else is what I've been playing, so.
Ben, what about you? What have you been up to?
Just started my second quarter of classes, so I have 3 classes in this quarter, which is really nice. It keeps me nice and busy. So apparently, like all my teachers like love me for some reason. Like this is my second week, and like they like I don't know, they like have like all these high praises and high hopes for me. I'm like,
You're Asian.
Well, I was gonna say because you're not.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. Like, one of the classes is like a blow-off class, really, because it's supposed to be one of those classes I was supposed to take in the first quarter, but now I'm taking it in the second quarter, and so I know I'm going to be, like, sleeping half the time while I'm going to bust up my PSP Go and just be like, yeah, okay. So, other than that, still finding a job. Trying to, anyways. I'm even looking, like, out of state and whatnot, so.
Yeah, believe me, there's probably no work in Michigan anyway.
No, there's nothing over here.
What? You can't find a job in Detroit? How about your Lions?
My what?
Your Lions.
Man, I don't give a fuck about that team.
Oh, God, I hate the Ravens, but that was funny. Every time I turned around, it was like 7 more points. I went, what the fuck did I miss?
Same thing happened to the Rams, man. They got blown up.
Dude, my Raiders were playing fine until Jamarcus Russell came in.
Well, there was your mistake.
Well, I was about to ask,
got hurt, so.
Well, I was about to ask you, like, who are you rooting for? Were you rooting for the Ravens or the Redskins? Because I know you like both teams. So.
Raiders. Oh, Raiders. I like both teams, but the Raiders are my main team. So, I always have to root for the Raiders, but it just sucked that Gronkowski got hurt, and we're stuck with that bum Jamarcus Russell.
Wasn't he like your number 1 draft pick?
Yep. He's a piece of shit.
I think he just needs to set up for a year and just watch in the back and learn.
He got booed before he threw his first pass in that game.
Oh, I bet he did.
Yeah. Oakland fans are just as rough as Chicago fans. They just merciless.
Yeah, he deserves it though.
Oh, hey! I have nothing to say. Our quarterback has the highest thrown interceptions in the league this year. So,
wasn't he a good quarterback?
When he was in Denver.
to be honest though, I mean, if your line doesn't give you more than a second to throw the ball, doesn't matter. You're just, it's not going to be any good.
Yeah.
Period. So, well, that's enough of that depressing topic.
Yeah, I know all of our teams suck. Love that. So, why don't we get into what we've been playing? Brian, kick it off.
All right. Well, there's a couple of things. I've been playing Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks on the DS. I've been playing that for the review.
I've heard good things about that on other podcasts.
Honestly, it's better than Phantom Hourglass. It's a lot of the same, features as far as, what you're doing. I mean, like there isn't a whole lot of newness to it, but everything that they've done that they brought back from Phantom Hourglass, they did better. The combat to me is a little crisper. I feel like my walking and running is better. It's just the tactile controls are there, and the train thing, which wasn't a whole lot going on when I tried it at E3, is a lot more fun. And it's actually, there's some really challenging parts where you're trying to outrun things while you're doing it, and you have to keep the passengers happy at the same time. So.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, there's a few interesting aspects.
Now, for somebody who's just never really been into Zelda games, is it something I'd want to pick up, or just say nah?
It's intuitive enough that if you didn't play Phantom Hourglass and you hadn't played anything in a while, you would be able to pick this up, and like it would help you along. And the controls are intuitive enough that you would be able to play the game.
Would I have fun with it though if I never really liked the Zelda games?
Nah, probably.
I haven't liked one since the SNES.
Ocarina of Time. Oh, sure. No, then if you're not into that, like Phantom Hourglass or Ocarina of Time, that sort of style,
Yeah.
Get like open up temple, go to temple, beat temple.
Ugh.
There's a lot of that still, but some of the side missions and stuff are really fun. Like I said, they improved, but it's basically this. It's very similar to Phantom Hourglass, only that they've improved on everything.
Cool.
Besides that, I have been playing Lord of the Rings Online, enjoying their new skirmish mode. They had an expansion, like a big expansion. Well, big. It's basically the second half of the first expansion that came out on December 1st, and they added. They call it skirmish. It's basically they're a one. Like you can either do it solo, 3-man, 6-man, or 12-man, and they're just instances outside the game. So if you're tired of doing quests or you're tired of whatever you're doing, you can just jump in and, you play one round and then it drops you right back where you were before. So it's completely outside the game and making it fun without having to you don't have to cross over the whole world just to, get one play, just to do this one thing. You just jump in.
How much did it cost?
It was $20.
Well, that's not too bad.
The first one was $30, and so with this one being $20, it basically is, demonstrates that this is the first and second halves of the same update.
Yeah.
So I mean, in the first game when you paid the $50 was like 2 years ago. So if every 2 years I'm spending $50, like I said, I have the lifetime membership, so I mean it would definitely be worth it for all the stuff I've been getting. So.
Cool.
Yeah. Besides, and lastly is I did the Dante's Inferno demo on PS3, which was a lot of fun.
I probably need to try that, but I want to try the Bayonetta one first.
I have not played it. I've downloaded it, but I have not played it.
Yeah. Kind of interested, but not a game that I thought that I'm at this point going to spend money on.
I don't know if I would necessarily buy it just because of the demo. They showed a lot of potential. Like the demo showed a lot of potential. I would probably like to rent this one first and play it a little bit before I went out and bought it.
Yeah.
But the concept is fantastic. I'm just waiting to see the follow through.
Cool.
That's it for me.
Ben, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Modern Warfare 2, Uncharted 2, actually beated it sometime this week, and currently playing Assassin's Creed 2.
What'd you think of Uncharted 2? You knew what I thought.
I know what you thought, and the gun battle, yeah, it did get annoying, especially with like almost everywhere you went, you try to avoid it, you couldn't because you had to fight. Um, to be honest with you, I thought the gun battle wasn't that bad. My only complaint with is why am I unloading a full clip onto two guys and then have to reload, and then half the time I'm struggling just to find some ammo because there's so many enemies in the screen that I don't know how I'm going to take care of them. Especially the enemies with that's like fully armed.
Oh,
like,
those
great.
guys are a pain in the ass.
I'm like, great, I need to find a shotgun just to take these guys out really easily.
Yeah, my problem with those is the fact that if you drop a grenade near them, it doesn't do much to them, and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
No, it doesn't do crap to them unless you have the sniper rifle, and then then yeah, it's gonna take what 1-2 hits. But even then, you have to wait for a while to reload your gun. I mean, I think my biggest complaint is that, and just I guess the realism on the guns because it wasn't accurate enough. Whereas like, I'm shooting the guy like in front of me, and I'm almost down. I'm almost using my entire clip just to kill him.
Yeah.
Are you saying that the grenades are useless?
Not really. I mean, but
they're useless against the heavily armed guys. Like they'll do some damage, but not that much.
Oh, okay.
Like the heavily armed guys, you have to shoot their helmet off, and then try to get a headshot on them. But because the aim isn't the best still, especially the hit detection on headshots, which I've always complained about, it really fucks things up. Like,
oh yeah.
It's like, okay, I shot his head off. Now I've shot the guy twice in the head, but you're still not registering it as a headshot.
But other than that, I thought it was a great game.
Yeah. The story and the visuals all is great. The audio is great.
Oh yeah.
But my problem was the fact there wasn't enough platforming and too many gun battles.
Now, where did you stop that?
Chapter 24.
Oh, so you were pretty close towards the end then.
Yeah, when you see those things again, I don't want to give away anything too much. You see those things again, and those people are battling them.
Yeah.
And you're coming off a roof, and you have to do another gun battle.
Yeah.
But you kind of sneak around that little small shack, take out two guys, but then you got to fight everybody else.
Yeah.
That's where I stopped. I just got tired of doing that gun battle. I did it like 8 to 10 times, and I just said, fuck this, I'm tired. I'm tired of redoing this over and over again. And that's why I'm done with the game.
Yeah, I finished the whole game, and I was like, afterwards, I was like, oh, it's time to send it back to GameFly.
I would have loved to have finished the game, but when you just frustrate me with the tedious gun battles, it's done. They cut out, I'd say 30% of the gun battles have been perfect and added more platforming. It would have been probably one of the best games I've ever played.
Well, the platforming, I thought, towards the end of the game, it got maybe a little too long, or either that or it was just...
See, I like the long platforming.
Oh, no,
that's what he's about, but all the gunfights is what took me out of the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, the puzzle solving for me was the most fun. Like, trying to solve all the puzzles and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't that many, though.
No, it wasn't, but
I
enjoyed those. No, I enjoyed those along with the platforming, but other than that, I agree with you. There was way too many gun battles in that game. But other than that, it's a good game, and, I enjoyed it. Will I actually go on and purchase it? Well, I already beat it. What am I going to do, playing it through it again, so.
Yeah. Did you guys try the multiplayer at all, or?
I never did.
I played the beta, like when they first announced it. I played the beta and I was not that impressed with it.
Well, I tried to have a game night, but nobody showed up.
Yeah, that should say much about that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So other than that, but yeah, after I played Uncharted 2, I went right ahead and played Assassin's Creed 2, and I'm enjoying the hell out of this game. It's way better than the first one.
That's all I've heard is how much better the game is.
Oh, I think because it's not the same 3 to 4 quests that you're doing just like in the first one.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot more quests that you're doing. The more variety of quests that you're doing, and I know I don't want to give it away, but you are going from like one quest to another. But you can take the time out to do all the side quests that you need to do before you go. So it's not like you're jumping from one to another or another. There is a time period where you can pick which quest you want to do first. So that's the part that I like. The graphics looks great. I mean, it's a whole lot more colorful than the gloominess of how it was in the first one. The money system in it is awesome. Where you can spend money on new armors, weapons, or whatnot is great. I mean, you make so much money throughout the quest, so you really don't really run out of money. And it's just I think the travel system is 10 times better. Especially when you don't have to hop onto your horse and have to travel to those towns. You pretty much can go up to this guy and be like, hey, I want to go here, and all of a sudden, you're there.
Bang.
So, I mean, it's a whole lot better. I like it. I did rent it from GameFly, but I do want to get this game so I can have it in my library.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
I've been thinking about trying it out.
Did you beat the first one?
No. I'm still working on that, but it got to a point where I was like, God, I don't want to do these quests again.
Yeah. The only reason why I ask is, wasn't there supposed to be some kind of like carryover or something from the first one, to the second one in your save file, or?
I cheated. Well, because I have Assassin's Creed 1 on the PC. I don't have it for the 360, and that's where I got Assassin's Creed 2 from, 4. But no, I just pretty much watched the ending on YouTube. I was just like, screw this. I'm just gonna watch the ending. And when I watched the ending, I'm like, okay, now it makes sense. So I watched the beginning, the intro, and the second one. It all makes sense. It all tied in. So.
Okay.
Yeah, this one game I want to try out because I hated the first one. It was very boring and repetitive. Like, I was like, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. And it just didn't capture me, while I keep hearing all these people praise the second one. I'm like, maybe I'll give it another shot, but after the first one, I can't put money on it. I'm going to have to get it from GameFly or something like that.
I say if you're on the fence, definitely give it a rent and then play it. If you don't like it, you can you just always return it. But I have it, and I'm enjoying the hell out of the game. I mean, I absolutely love it.
Good enough endorsement for me.
I mean, I've heard some mixed feelings. Like, I've heard if you get it for the PS3, even though it's a better machine, that there's some graphic issues on the PS3 as opposed to on the 360. So, I mean, when I heard that, I'm like, yeah, I'll play it on the 360.
That tends to happen with ports, though.
Yeah.
That's why Mirror's Edge looks and plays better on the PS3 because it was developed on it. And then they ported it to the 360.
So, other than that, but yeah, that's what I've been playing. So, how about you, Mike?
Played some Modern Warfare 2. Just some multiplayer, and it's made me fully confirm now, 100%, that I don't want to play that game unless I'm playing with friends. I could give a shit about playing that game online without friends. I don't know how some people do it, but with friends, had a blast. Friday, since I got off at 8, all my friends that I've known since high school were pretty much on at the same time. Somehow they all had off too. So from like 9 in the morning to, 3:30 in the afternoon, we were playing like straight through.
Nice.
Like,
and you didn't let me know? You bastard.
I didn't know you were there.
Dude, he's always around now. He is job.
If you hopped on, you would have seen us. Like, we were going crazy on there.
No, I was probably playing some Assassin's Creed too. So.
But I've been getting better and better at Modern Warfare 2. In fact, I was playing with some of the Guzix guys last night in Free For All. 2 matches I came out on top. But most of the rest I was usually in the top 3 spots. One, I was in the second to last, but I was still in double digits and I had higher kills than deaths.
Well, do you remember the game night?
Yeah.
When I was on the opposing team, and some of the guys were like, "Oh, there goes Nitro with his nade." I thought it was pretty funny. I started laughing a little bit.
I love the noob tube now because I put on the scavenger perk, and when I kill an enemy, it'll drop ammo, and I run over and I grab more noob tube. It refills me. I'm like, this is fucking great. So I was fucking people up. Like, I think I went 30-8. Oh no, the one I won, I think I only died 3 or 4 times. 30-3 or 30-4. But I get a lot of 8 or 9 kill streaks now. So I'm gonna have to start upping my perks to some better kill streak awards. Other than that, I mean, besides Modern Warfare 2, I was playing some Left 4 Dead with some friends on Steam. I tried to go into it with a mouse and keyboard, and when you've played a game for so long with a gamepad, it's so hard to go to mouse and keyboard. So I just hooked up one of my 360 controllers to my wireless receiver and started playing it that way. We played some versus, griefed this fucking team. It was ridiculous. We were standing outside the safe house on one of the levels. They all came out and were dead within a minute. It was fucked. They were saying we were hacking, but we just set it up perfectly. Like, somebody ran in immediately with a boomer and hit 3 of the 4. A hunter, got one of the people who made it away from the boomer on the ground, and the other ones couldn't get away from the horde. As one of the person did get away, I snatched him up with a smoker and pulled him away as the other 2 dropped to being downed. So it was just fucking perfect. It was like, they were just so pissed. Another one, you know the one where you're waiting for the helicopter to come get you?
Mm-hmm.
When they first come up that ladder, there's a way if you go stand on some air vents, if you move slowly to the left, you will end up being like even further down. For some reason there's like a glitch or something where you can sit a little further down. So I snatched somebody up with a smoker as soon as they came up the ladder. And then my friend ran over with a hunter and knocked them off the ledge.
Oh.
They were pissed.
Yeah, I'd be pissed too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking great. We were fucking them up. Other than that, played some Rock Band 2. Just going through some of the packs I had gotten recently, like the country pack and the classic rock pack, stuff like that.
You got a country pack.
Hey.
No, hey, I'm not gonna let you go on this one.
I like some of the songs, I'm not gonna lie. It's got Alan Jackson, Trace Adkins. What do you want to say? Besides, the only one I don't want to play is the Dixie Chicks.
Dixie Chicks are country still?
Nah.
No.
And here comes my, oh god, game of the week. I was playing Rockin' Pretty on the DS.
Sad.
It's actually, you know what? It actually isn't a bad rhythm game. It's basically like you're a young girl rock group.
Oh, jeez.
And you're trying to make it big to this big competition. And you go through and you play the songs. The cool thing is, it's not like a lot of rhythm games where you put it onto like a portable platform and they make all the instruments play the same on the screen. They're all different. The guitar has like 2 streaming lines of colors, and you slide your DS up or down to hit the colors in tune. The bass is almost very normal. The whatchamacallits will come down, notes will come down diagonally, and you just tap the screen unless you see a certain one with like a diamond in it, then you kind of like swipe across the screen on the right color. the keyboard actually has like keys, and sometimes you got to swipe across multiple keys to hit. It's kind of challenging, and the drums, man, it got to a point where it was getting tough. Like, you have 4 colors for drums, the yellow and red on one side, blue and green on the other side. And the yellow and red arc over from the right, while the blue and green arc from the left, so it gives you ample time to see where they're gonna hit. But sometimes they're like crossing paths. So you gotta know which one's gonna hit what color first and then quickly tap. But the rhythm part was a lot of fun. The music is kind of J-pop-ish. There's no actual lyrics, but so it's all like instrumentals. It's very J-pop style, but it's not a bad game. The part where it really starts hitting the oh god is the fact that you just basically buy new hairstyles, clothes, and like instruments. As you go through, you gain like these star points or whatever. Because after the end of each match, how well you did, all these stars start shooting across the screen along with these little boo symbols. You gotta avoid the boos and collect as many stars as possible. So for the DS, I thought it was a perfect game, and if you're looking for a cute little rhythm game that isn't too tough, pick it up. It's actually not that bad. Very anime style. Very girly looking, but I thought minus those girly parts, it's still a decent game underneath. And I'd probably pick it up if it was like $15 or less, but I think this is one of those games they don't make a lot of, and it's just sitting at $30. So, that's all I've been playing.
Nice.
Now, do you get to make custom dolls that you can order from the game?
No, but Rock Band allows that.
I never not.
One day I'm gonna have them make my Rock Band.
Oh god. You'll be making the whole K-On group.
No, I just want to do the ones I already have.
Oh god.
I just want mine, the one girl that I've focused on the most. Sati.
You know what they need to make? And I know it's been like a somewhat rumor for a while now. I'm hoping they make like Rock Band Japan or something like that.
It was supposed to come out after the first one, but it never came to fruition, so I don't know what happened there. I would have bought that immediately.
Maybe some licensing issues or something like that.
Well, they have X Japan on as a download.
Oh, I know that.
Which is fucking awesome. But I don't know. Anybody who wants to know my wish list for the next Rock Band, actual true Rock Band sequel, not bullshit Green Day Rock Band, because somehow they're as legendary as the Beatles.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah. But go check out AggroGamer.com. I have an editorial up called What I Want Rock Band Franchise. And basically I go over what I would love Rock Band 3 to actually be. And I don't know if Harmonix would look at it and actually take it into consideration, but I think I brought some really great ideas to give that game a lot more replayability than just going in, picking a venue, and playing a song.
Yeah, so. I mean, they got to do something for the next.
Yeah.
And I don't mean Green Day, which I'm not even really sure I want to count as a.
Dude, that's just like these companies need to stop with these single band games. You did it for the Beatles.
Yeah, but that's different.
That's the fucking Beatles. Even if I don't like them, I understand it. Green Day was a good punk group that became a shitty mainstream band.
Amen.
They don't deserve a fucking game.
Amen.
I can agree with that.
Like, they haven't put out a good album since I was in the fucking Air Force. And that was like almost 8 years ago.
Was it Dookie?
No, they had some good stuff after that. It just, since like 2000, 2001, they haven't put out a good fucking CD. Ugh, it pisses me off. I gotta stop.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we can expand a little more once we get to the discussion, but yeah.
So, Ben, why don't you give us your bargain bin this week?
My bargain bin this week is, of course, coming from Gamefly.com, and is UFC 2009 Undisputed. I played the game. absolutely loved it. I hated to return it, but I'm definitely gonna pick it up for $21.99. I'm definitely gonna buy it as soon as this podcast is over, and so I can play the game again. I thought the game was awesome. I think it's maybe better than Fight Night, but if you're definitely an MMA fan, you definitely need to pick it up and create your own character. It was really easy. I think there's not as much customization as I would like, but maybe they would fix that in the new one, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But definitely need to pick it up. I already have my character saved on my Xbox, so I can just keep going with my character and whatnot. The more interesting part of it is the training. You have to go through that, the strength training and all that stuff to make your guy better. It's really interesting. So again, if you're an MMA fan, definitely pick it up.
Cool. Well, let's go on the DL with Brian. What do you have this week?
Yep. This week I'm going with the Dante's Inferno demo. It was definitely fun enough that I'm actually considering playing again, even though I did finish it. I know it's only for PS3, but the Xbox 360 one, I believe, is coming out in the next week or so. I should have looked that up before we started the podcast, but...
Yeah. Slacker.
Yeah, well, what do you want? Hey, I was sick today. Give me a break.
No.
No. Yeah, no. So look at that for Xbox 360 users when it comes out in a week or so, and PS3 users, go download it right away. Wii users, well, you're out of luck. They've had the last few downloads have been Wii games, so there you go.
Cool. Yeah, I think this week is Earthworm Jim 2 you can probably pick up.
I have absolutely no idea.
Oh, God.
You're the one who wrote the frickin' article, not me.
Yes, I know. I thought you would read it too, so you can...
Did I miss the part where I was sick today?
Alright, guys.
Maybe, yes.
Whatever.
Get a room.
Yes.
Alright.
About your Netflix picks.
Alright, for Netflix picks, I have to go with a classic from, childhood. This was an awesome show back then. I'm sure it's an awesome show if I went back and watched it now. I just found out it was on there and I just couldn't turn down not putting this up there. Fraggle fucking Rock. This is Jim Henson. Always great. It was a great show back then. I mean, if you don't know what Fraggle Rock is, get on Netflix and watch it. It's one of the craziest fucking shows you'll ever see. It never really made any sense, but it was just fun.
I think I have that theme song somewhere.
I'm sure. But I know Brian and Ben have both seen it.
Oh yeah.
And it's a great show. You just gotta go watch it. I saw that they had at least the first 3 seasons up. Which is actually kinda interesting. I figured they'd have a season to test it out, but they got 3 full seasons at least. So.
I'm really curious to see how Netflix does that. Like, do they just make deals with the people who are distributing it, or?
I have no idea. I can't remember. I remember reading an article about them in Wired, but I can't remember what he said. I know the Stars ones are a pain in the ass, because you can't do party. You can't watch them in a party.
Yeah. Well, it would be nice to see that if the PS3 one could end up doing a party thing, but it's Sony, so that's probably going to be a negative.
And Home sucks.
I actually tried to open up Home today, and it kept kicking me out, so.
Weird.
I didn't really feel like I was losing anything.
Before we go into our topic of discussion, I do want to say real quick before I forget, one of our writers, Ben, is headed off to the Navy.
Navy. Yep.
He posted a little, not farewell article, but see you guys in a bit article. He signed up. He's headed to Pensacola, Florida. Been there. Pretty nice. So he's going to serve our country. We thank him for that sacrifice.
Yeah, definitely.
We were glad to have him with us and write, and hope that when he does finally get done with all the training and he has some free time, maybe he can come back. So we hope everybody out there wishes him good luck. I know we all do.
Yep, definitely.
So thank you, Ben. And best of luck to you. Alright, topic of discussion. We are going to discuss this year's VGA 2009 programming. I personally didn't watch it after hearing all the fucking bullshit. I heard everything and I was like, this is enough for me. Then I know I'm not going to waste 2 to 3 hours of my life watching it on DVR. People who don't know, Jack Black won Best Voice Actor.
That was hilarious.
That was probably the best part that came out of that show.
And it was the first thing.
It was the very first thing.
For somebody who hosted last year to win it this year, just reeked of bullshit.
Well,
and you have games with much better voice acting. In fact, Uncharted 2 is one of them. Dragon Age Origins has better voice acting. Just because I get to listen to Jack Black say the same shit over and over again while he's beating people up or doing RTS shit.
Yep.
Really? Why? I mean, get off his fucking nuts.
I enjoyed him destroying the stage within the first 5 minutes of the show, and other than that, I thought it was BS. Again, there was better voice actors than Jack Black, but...
Well, and I think this, I mean, if we're really getting already down to the nuts and bolts of the problem, the entire show was one giant.
Yeah. Well, one of my problems was Stevie Wonder coming out on stage.
Oh, see, I thought that was great. I'm going to write an article about that.
He has nothing to do with video games, and then he says, can't wait for the day they make video games for people like us. And I'm going, it's video games, not audio games. The term video means you see it. Like, fuck! I know you're blind and I'm sorry for that, but the statement you just said makes no fucking sense.
Oh, see, I'm all for it.
Well, you can't make a video game for a blind person.
Well, that doesn't mean we can't make there can't be some kind of interactive.
I know some of them have played, interactive entertainment, but I'm sorry, it's a video game. It's about seeing it. There's a guy who can play Street Fighter who's blind and kick people's ass. But I doubt he'd sit there and be like, I wish they could make a Street Fighter for me. I don't know how they do it. For, not just him, I should say, because he taught himself, but a mainstream, like, fighting game for the deaf. I don't know how that would work.
I don't either, but I think it's, an interesting challenge to get people to start thinking outside of the normal box.
Well, you still have a problem getting companies to put subtitles in their games for people who are deaf.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
let alone blind, and it's like, at least focus on getting the one group who can actually see the product first.
The other thing is that Stevie Wonder, for a long time, he's more about people with disabilities rather than just blind people.
Yeah.
He's very outspoken about that. So I
don't know, but I just don't think most of these people have anything to do with video games. It shouldn't be up there.
Well, how about Jake Gyllenhaal?
Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. And all his movies are pieces of shit.
Oh, I don't know about all of his movies.
All.
Donnie Darko.
All.
I liked it.
All. No, I was watching, like, some of these awards they were giving out weren't even, like, presented. They were like, here you go!
Yeah, like
quick excerpts, and I'm going, this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, what was it? I mean, come on, I wanted to see Megan Fox winning the best female voice, or best performance by a human female.
What?
Or something like
How
she won that, but they never showed it on
For what, though?
Yeah, for Transformers.
The game?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah,
Why are they giving it to fucking celebrities instead of actual video game voice actors?
I don't know, because...
Same thing with Jack Black. He's a fucking actor. The guy who plays Nathan Drake is great. the people who work on BioWare's games are great. Why the fuck are we wasting these awards on people not even in the industry?
Yeah, I thought Claudia Black that played Chloe in Uncharted 2 should have won.
Oh,
That's just me.
Awesome. That's enough to make me pull my hair out, literally.
But
Oh, and let's get on to that thing where we were talking about the trailers. This is the only reason they get ratings, is because they show all these first time trailers and first time announcements.
Yep.
Kind of like what we were talking about, Green Day Rock Band. Really, Harmonix? That's your follow up for your next game? Like, I sat there and I said, what? Rock Band Van Halen? What's that?
Well, I mean, I mean, it's Green Day. I mean, I don't know what to say even to that.
Do they even have enough music to make a game like that, like the Beatles did?
yeah, they do actually.
I'm sure they have the catalog for it, but
But I'm talking about good, great songs.
Oh, then no, probably not. I don't
at
see
least
how
not
they.
memorable enough that you would, you know what I'm saying.
There were people on Twitter praising it. I was like, are you fucking out of your mind?
I think the problem, another thing is that people's expectations are lowering each and every year.
Which is sad, because we have no choice when you keep putting out shit like that.
Hey, Game of the Year. 4 out of the 5 titles were released within the last month, and almost they all had 2 at the end of it.
Yeah. Not to mention, I hate to say it, and I know it happens from the time it happens with like Halo 3 and other stuff, but Game of the Year, I don't know. It's tough for me to pick a Game of the Year at an award show like that is console exclusive. It's just tough.
It is.
They really should split that off as, here are the top 4 awards. Wii, 360, PS3, and multi-platform. Don't make it so exclusive will win Game of the Year overall. It just doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I'm kind of iffy on that, just because I mean, it's still, regardless of whether or not everyone can play it, is it still the best game of the year? Regardless of whether or not everyone can play it.
I don't know. I'm just wondering how much they got paid for that award.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. I don't know. I don't know how the system works. They never really talked about.
All I know is they have some journalists that vote, like Jeff Gerstmann's one of the voters. But how much do their votes weigh? Like, how much do they have in terms of power of how it sways? Or are they just like a small percentage and then they go off of other factors? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad Modern Warfare 2 didn't win because I don't think it's Game of the Year. Mine is Dragon Age with Muramasa the Demon Blade sitting right behind it. So.
Well, Dragon Age did win PC Game of the Year.
Which is fine, but it was multi-platform.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? It's a multi-platform game. Like, as much as I'm glad they won an award, but that's just what it comes down to. It's like, why is it winning PC Game of the Year when there are PC exclusives?
Because it really probably was the best PC game of the year.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'm just like frustrated with the whole VGAs. I just don't know. I like the way websites break theirs all down for video games of the year and stuff. The VGAs are just utterly ridiculously stupid. I'm glad to see a lot of the people that we know get to go actually and attend it, but honestly, the award show itself is bullshit.
Oh, it is.
Pretty much. I mean, like I said, it's one giant commercial.
Yeah, it's one giant commercial and promotion bit for actors to push their next movie.
Can't argue with that.
I mean, there's nothing left for me to say. I mean, in my article, I wish I could take those 2 hours back from watching it, but
Are there any trailers that popped up
um,
that you guys thought looked awesome?
I mean, I'm really interested to see how Batman hopefully maybe the title, maybe Arkham Asylum 2, how that's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't get that. What's going to happen to Arkham Asylum to make it look different?
Yeah, especially if it's coming out like not even a year from now. Or I'm not sure. No, they didn't make an announcement on the date yet. No, but I'm really interested how they're gonna do the Force Unleashed. Actually, I saw the Halo Reach trailer. Doesn't interest me at all. The only thing that maybe is Medal of Honor. See how they're gonna do anything different from what Infinity Ward has been doing. Crackdown 2. I know you'll probably be interested in that, Mike. Probably the most interesting one for me is Tron Evolution and UFC Undisputed 2010.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't really watch it because I knew that the whole show itself was going to be awful. But from hearing things and how Medal of Honor's looking, it definitely looks like a game I want to see.
Yeah, I want to see more Medal of Honor. I mean, did you guys ever play the original one on PS1?
No,
Yeah.
I never did.
Oh my god, it was such, like, I don't know how it was for you, Ben, but for me it was just this amazing experience that I had over, whatever it was, the 6 to 8 hours I had playing it. But, I mean, I just remember sitting there just being like, this is really intense and really amazing game. So.
Oh, I used to play Medal of Honor Ally Assault for the PC. And me and my friends used to play the multiplayer on that for like hours. And the single player on that was really incredible, especially the beachhead part, where it was just nonstop, just bullets flying everywhere, and it was just insane. And ever since then, they just stuck with the World War II factor, and it was just like, okay, enough of this. I want something new. And then that's where Infinity Ward came up with Modern Warfare, and that was just one of the games where I just really like.
Yeah.
And now Medal of Honor wants to follow suit, and it's just, I'm really interested to see how they're going to do this now.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to get a hook like Modern Warfare's perk system idea. They're going to have some kind of hook that is going to keep people around. So I don't know, but yeah, I definitely is something I'm really looking forward to. Now, did they put a release date on that? I don't think they did they?
I think they said 2010, but I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you.
Okay. Because if it's going to be at E3, that's definitely one I'll be standing in line to see.
Yeah.
When it comes time. Other than that, I mean, the Arkham Asylum, like the Batman one, looked pretty good. The Force Unleashed one, who cares?
Yeah, I played the first one. It was cool for a while, but it's just it gets boring. It's the same thing over and over, level after level, except you get stronger powers.
Well,
Like, I when Samuel Jackson came out and started talking about Jedi, I'm like, ooh, we're gonna have a new Old Republic trailer, and I started drooling, and then all of a sudden, the Force Unleashed thing, and I'm like, oh, well, okay, whatever.
see, my thing is, if they don't fix the camera issue like they had in the first one, then I'm not interested. Sorry, it's just that the camera in the first one was so bad and so awful. I just couldn't stand it.
Anything on Final Fantasy?
No.
Lame. Oh, speaking of Final Fantasy, I just got 2 limited posters from Japan.
Oh, really?
Final Fantasy 13, yeah.
Nice.
I gotta get some frames made for them.
Nice.
Definitely going up, yeah.
I thought you were going to say you're really looking forward to Crystal Chronicles coming out at the end of the month.
Yeah, aren't you gonna play that for review?
No. Hell no. It should be for free, maybe.
But, now, actually, other things, Best Buy and RightStuff.com just had huge anime sales. I swear I bought nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Good luck with that. Oh man.
Come on, Mike. How long have I known you?
Yeah. I did get Inglourious Bastards in on Blu-ray, so I gotta watch that soon. Guzex had a nice little promo, trade like 10 movies, and you get to choose a free movie of your choice, whether it's DVD or Blu-ray, so it was between that or District 9, and I figured I'd probably like Inglourious Bastards a bit more.
Sounds good deal.
Yeah. So I got that in, and I got The Hangover in today as well.
Dude, I have so many people talk about that. I mean, is that movie any good?
I don't know yet.
Hangover.
Oh.
It better be. I'm just worried it's going to be one of those that's so in your face with the comedy that I'm going to be like, this isn't that funny.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know. All those movies are starting to become, like, part of this group of movies, Pineapple Express, I Love You, Man, all these things, and I'm like, fuck. I'm getting tired of this shit.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it's good. I will hopefully watch it by the time we record again.
All right then.
So.
Oh, the one I'm gonna write an article about for hopefully tomorrow is my favorite award was most anticipated game. Really?
Oh yeah.
There was a fucking award for that?
What was it? Mass Effect 2?
No, God of War 3.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Regardless of what it was, it didn't matter what the fucking game was. It's like
There's
they
an
need
award for that?
award for that? Really?
I don't know. I would probably put Final Fantasy 13 as a bigger anticipated title considering it's multi-platform. There's a lot of people that own a PS3 and don't really give a shit about God of War 3.
Yeah,
No, I would thought Final Fantasy would win that one, but no, I agree with Brian. You need an award for something like that. I mean, you've got to be kidding me.
So basically, it was best hype machine of 2009 goes to the God of War 3 people.
Yes.
Nice job.
Way to go, Sony PR.
Yeah.
For hyping up the game.
Which is actually kind of funny because Sony PR is not exactly very good all the time.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just saying.
It doesn't help when part of the sponsor for the VGA is GameStop.
Oh yeah, that was. The more I think about this, the more I do question the fact that, like, if we say that we actually had a quote unquote real, like a real one, like a real award show, like along the Grammys or the, Oscars or the Emmys, would anyone actually watch it?
Probably not. The problem is, honestly, you can just think about how much credibility you give an award show on Spike TV. Hey, they put out MXC, great show, but Spike TV doing an award show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you get no credibility for that. You wanted a video game award show? Keep up with G4 on G4 TV. The channel that's actually dedicated to that, not men's fucking TV.
Yeah, that whole, brought out the cast of Jersey Shore with Mike Tyson. I'm like, and he's just like, who are you people? I'm like, yes, Mike, that's right. Because no one gives a shit about your show, about that show.
I'm like, no, I was the same way. I'm like, who the hell are these people?
Dude.
Except for Mike Tyson.
Do you remember that YouTube video, My New Haircut, right?
No.
Oh, God. Okay, everybody go Google, or not Google, search on YouTube for My New Haircut, and that is the whole fucking cast of Jersey Shore.
Wow.
Yeah. Really?
When I saw them, I was like, My New Haircut. They made a fucking TV show out of this.
Yep. How sad is that?
In fact, before we hang up, after we stop recording, you guys are going to watch that.
Oh, God.
It's funny as shit.
That and the other football show. It's like, no one gives a shit about you people. And they're trying to make jokes. And I'm just like, this is not funny.
Yeah.
You guys are not funny.
It's just all around awful.
So.
No, they seriously do need a better award show than what they have.
Yeah, what happened to G4 anyway? I always thought they had one.
Probably no one watched it.
Yeah. Nobody watches on the channel they should be watching it on.
Of course, all they would really, I mean, if they had 2 hours of Olivia Munn, believe me, people would be free and watching it.
Dude, she's on the new Maxim. She's on the cover.
Like, honestly, I wouldn't be watching it, but I'm sure there would be other people.
Dude, she's on the new cover of Maxim. Oh, hot. Eric, from AggroGamer, you know it. You know you're buying that. You know you're going to find a way to get it signed. Fuck yes.
Okay,
Olivia Munn.
Yeah, all you have to do is just send her to her PO box, and then she'll sign it.
Another one. Search for YouTube for DJ Steve Porter, who did the Slap Chop remix for his X-Play remix with McHammer. Oh, so great. Yeah, you guys are going to watch that too before we hang up.
Oh, God.
That's quite alright.
You guys got to at least watch my new haircut. Trust me. You will laugh your ass off.
This is me doing a face palm, just saying.
Anyway, want to thank y'all for listening. Sorry for a week off. Don't forget to rate and review us on iTunes and the Zune Marketplace. Please, once the article comes up, dig the podcast, hit us up on Reddit, give us props on Propeller and all that good stuff. And don't forget to follow us. You can find all of us at any site pretty much with /Quiglin for Brian, /Church4252 for Ben, and /G Nitro for me. Sorry.
Not that many G's, but just.
I heard something funny. Speaking of, real quick, I'm gonna go out on a bad joke.
What? Someone called you Gene Nitro again?
No. 50 Cent gave his grandma a sweater for Christmas, and all she replied with was, "Gee, you knit?"
Oh, wow.
Once again, the level of classiness just went down 5 folds.
Oh god, that's great though.
I am speechless.
I gotta give props where I read that. IWX from GoozeX, iWeaponX, is having a contest on there for the worst jokes. The ones that like really make you groan, and there's some bad ones on there. That's one of my favorites though. Oh god. Poor Nicholas had to listen to me.
Oh no. Well, I have to give props for Stephen A. Smith for the best line of the night.
Oh yeah, that was good.
What, he actually shut up?
No, he actually, well, I wish he did, but he said something along the line was like, Tiger Woods shot a 69 before he even got into the course.
Oh.
And he goes, Tiger Woods? More like cheetah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. What's the difference between Santa Claus and Tiger Woods?
Santa stops at ho, ho, ho.
Oh.
No, Santa stops at 3 hoes.
3 hoes, yeah.
That's fucking great.
And people stop listening.
No, they're gonna keep listening. You know it. They can't help it.
Can they? Can they?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Alright, let's wrap this up.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the podcast is ready. It's ripe. It's ready to get plucked.
I don't know. Everybody out there, you guys want one more joke?
No.
I don't hear anyone saying yes, so I guess that might.
I hear a bunch of people saying yes, actually. I'm gonna give one more joke. I just gotta find something real quick. You say, "Oh God, screw you, screw you."
Oh.
How do you know when a woman's having a really bad day? When she's got a tampon behind her ear and she can't find her pencil.
Oh. Now I'm really face palming.
Oh, that was great. Sorry. I can't help it.
You're not sorry.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I swear I'm sorry.
We're still gonna have one next week for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Hey, what kind of bee makes milk?
Oh God.
A booby.
Oh God.
Oh my. What?
Can I die now? Please.
No, because if I can't go, you can't go.
Damn it. Oh, by the way, just letting you guys know, me and Brian will be at CES this year. Or next year, whatever, when you look at it. But yeah. I'll be... What?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I myself will be there on the 4th, and Brian should be arriving 2 days later, so...
So keep watching our tweets. So, at least I know I'll be tweeting like crazy.
Yeah.
I will be too, so...
We're gonna end with one last joke.
Oh God.
I'm blaming you, Ben.
You're blaming me for what? I haven't said...
Alright, you ready? What's the difference between Neil Armstrong and Michael Jackson?
They're both pale as hell.
No. Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. Michael Jackson liked having sex with children.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh, I really
so-
hope people stop listening.
Oh God, so much.
I love that one because honestly, people expect you to say moonwalked. Oh, that's fucking wonderful.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we'll end on that one. Thank y'all for listening, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.
Shoot me now, please.